Special Counsel Bob Mueller did something today he hasn't done since the Russia investigation began all the way back in 2017. He talked about it, live and in front of the cameras. So what, at long last, did he have to say?
Now, I hope and expect this to be the only time that I will speak to you in this manner.
That's right. He waited all this time to say, more or less, I'm not going to say anything else. The anticlimax here has been pretty staggering. Remember just last year when every congressional Democrat was introducing bills to protect this guy from getting fired?
No matter who the president is, we have to let this investigation follow.
And every Trump hater at your local coffee shop was clicking refresh on the special counsel website, waiting for the report to drop? The whole expectation was that Mueller was going to be the guy who would finally stick the knife into the Night King. Instead, he rolled over. He watched passively as Attorney General William Barr, his friend of 30 years, blatantly mischaracterized his report and never complained publicly. When we finally did get the report, we saw that Mueller, for all the evidence of obstruction that he gathered, declined to actually come to a finding as to whether the president should get in trouble for it. After that, congressional Democrats said they'd have him testify. And that seemed like the moment when Mueller was going to finally throw off the shackles. Instead, he's been fighting the Democrats' request for him to testify, a process he tried to put a final end to with today's statement, saying if they do drag him up to the Hill, he's not going to say anything new.
The report is my testimony. I would not provide information beyond that which is already public in any appearance before Congress.
There was, in the end, only one real moment today when Mueller seemed to make a splash.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
It's serious stuff, but it's also just a rephrasing of what was in the report that we got back in April. Maybe Mueller saying it out loud into a camera nudged the interpretation of the findings a teeny bit in the anti-Trump direction, implicitly contradicting Attorney General Barr and reiterating that it was the Justice Department policy saying a president can't be charged with a crime that was the major consideration when not charging this president with a crime. So yes, the appearance itself was enough to stir up a new round of calls for impeachment, mostly from Democrats who have already called for impeachment already. But the gatekeeper, Speaker Pelosi, doesn't appear to have budged on her opposition to impeachment. She thinks it's a political loser for Democrats. And today in San Francisco, she acknowledged the obvious. There just aren't enough votes in the Senate to remove the president.
But we want to do what is right and what gets results. What gets results.
In other words, nothing really has changed. The great animating question of all this, when is the other shoe going to drop, has been answered. And we're out of shoes. It raises a profound and slightly absurd counterfactual. What if Democrats hadn't protected Mueller so much? Would they have been better off just letting Trump obey his own worst instincts and fire this guy? In hindsight, it seems pretty clear the answer is yes. By keeping the pressure on to let Mueller finish his report, they prevented the ultimate obstructive act that would have actually made their case. They made a gamble on Mueller, the straight shooter, refusing to bow to political pressure and being the guy to topple the president.
No question.
Instead, they got Mueller, the straight shooter, refusing to make himself the story. What he did do was hand Democrats a lot of pretty damning evidence. But if they want to do something with it, if they want to impeach, they're going to have to do it on their own.